It is about -2 degrees out, so we're gonna say hi to these guys real quick, and then I'm gonna shut the things. Stop walking through the water, guys. They give me anxiety when they do that. I know they're fine, but also, what if they freeze? I gave them more bedding. I did try to stir up the bedding. Did not work. So anyway, change of plans. I might be trying to stir up their bedding every couple days now before it freezes too much. And then again, I need to get some pine shavings in here that are more absorbent. So, but they have brand new bedding, fresh water. They have some food left over from last night, so I'll have to refresh that later. They're gonna stay in here because again, it's -2. I could open the door; they won't go out. And it just makes more sense to leave the door shut if they don't want to leave the coop anyway. Be nice to each other. So today we're going to talk about Sylvie, who's this precious, that big brown one. And where's Hopi? Hopi! Hopi's right here. She's got a nice white head with a brown spot on top, as opposed to Carol, who's got a brown face. This is Hopi. Hi, Hopi. She's pretty chill. So yeah, we'll talk about them today. Sylvie. Unfortunately, I don't have much video of the two of them, so it might be more pictures. Largely because they came later, and I never quite was able to socialize them the way I was able to socialize the original 7. We got them in September, and it was right after we got Zephyr that we added Sylvie and Hope. And so between having brand new dog, being brand new dog parents, and first time dog parents for us, and it was starting to get cold, we were trying to prep for winter. I just didn't end up getting to spend as much time with them as I wanted. Sylvie's wagging her tail. There's Sylvie. Big stretch. But I have gotten to know them a little bit. And so I'll be talking about them, and I'll post a reel that I made of Sylvie after we got her, shortly after we got her, of Natasha chasing her around. For y'all's enjoyment today, too. So, we'll shut her down. Hope. I don't know why. Be nice. That's Stormy chasing her. I guess the Anacondas have decided it's their turn for the water. So yeah, I'm gonna close this up. Hi, Sylvie. Oh, can you hear? Okay, so I'm going to close this up and we'll go inside and I'll try and find some old, or any footage really of them at this point, to introduce you to, that's Carol, sorry, Hope and Sylvie. Ba-ba-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da. So I'd just like to start off by saying I'm so sorry because I'm sure that you have all seen pretty much all of this footage before, but I'm running out of recent footage, or really any footage that you guys haven't already seen. And it's cold, so I haven't been able to get anything interesting. Hopefully that'll be remedied soon. I think it's supposed to get somewhat warm this week, so I can go out and hang out with them for a bit. So, Sylvie. I mentioned at the beginning, Sylvie and Hope we picked up in September to help add a few more females when we found out that Wanda was a boy. At the time, I was hoping to not get chocolate. You'll see that Sylvie and Hope are both chocolates. I really didn't want more chocolates, but we were limited on options at the time, since we were getting them from my fiance's very kind mother, who has been supplying my duck obsession. So, very big thanks to her. But yeah, so Sylvie is a chocolate pied, because she's got the white on her. You can differentiate her from Natasha because Natasha has less white, on the chest especially. Sylvie, I don't know her as well, unfortunately, as I do say Natasha, but I'm going to be honest, Sylvie is she's more timid, I'll put it that way, or she's shyer. She gets along with everyone, but she's never really gone out of her way to, establish her place in the hierarchy much. I think I've seen her pick on them once in a while, but not nearly as much as the others. So she really isn't a very dominant duck compared to, say, Carol, who was mean for quite a while. And even Hope took on her own dominance fight here and there. But Sylvie really has kind of just stayed in her spot and has really not fought anybody for any sort of dominance. Yeah, she's a super chill duck. She does like to hang out with me sometimes. She's not overly afraid of me. I will say that Hope likes me more than her, or like is more used to me. You can see it right there. Sylvie is there. You can see all the white on her chest. She's really a pretty bird. She's actually lighter brown than Natasha, which is kind of tough to see right now because it's winter and so they're not outside as much. But in the summertime, Sylvie has a very nice light brown compared to Natasha stays the pretty dark. Hi, Bucky. So yeah, Sylvie's a really chill duck. I don't really have much else to say about her. She just kind of hangs out and lives her best life. She doesn't fight people. Always a benefit that she doesn't fight people. She doesn't fight the other ducks. So yeah, like I said, she's a chocolate pied. No idea who I'm gonna breed her with yet. Interestingly enough, chocolates are a sex-linked sex-linked color. So if you have a chocolate drake and you breed them with a non-chocolate hen, all of the hens will come out chocolate and the drakes will not. So you can tell right when they're babies whether or not they end up being hens or drakes. Fun fact. In addition to that, because they're sex-linked, if Sylvie and Wanda had eggs, they would all be chocolate. And if she hatches eggs with Bucky, it will depend on whether or not Bucky is a chocolate carrier. If he is not, then they will have all blue and black, or gray and black, hatchlings, and the drakes will be chocolate carriers. So, anyway, there's some small muscovy genetics for you right there. But yeah, she's a sweet duck. So if you're interested in a, non-dominant ducks that are kind of, do their own thing, live their own lives, then, Sylvie might be the mama duck for you. For you, if you ever want to buy her eggs. So, yeah, she's really pretty. I love the ring of white around her neck. Yeah, she's a good fit for our crew. On to Sylvie. What did I say? All right, so now we're going to talk about Hope. Hope is also a chocolate pied, and she again has that magpie coloring, very similar to Carol with the chocolate blanket on her back. She is a lot more white in the face, obviously. Thankfully, she has been getting more white, because for a while I could not tell her and Carol apart at all. But that white is becoming more prominent on her face. I'm not gonna lie, she was for a while our prettiest duck, and I feel like I say that about all my ducks, but I'm gonna be honest, we brought her back, and like, I saw them together, and I was like, oh no, to my fiance, I'm like, I think she's prettier than the others. And poor Carol, because she looks so much like Carol. We got her, and I'm not kidding you, Bucky, like, heart-eyes at Hope, and, like, wouldn't leave her alone for a while. He was, like, flirting with her nonstop. Poor Carol was not happy. So, Carol was not, they were not Carol. Carol and Natasha were not super fond of Hope or Sylvie when we first got them. I jokingly theorize it's because they looked alike and they thought we were replacing them. Clearly we were not, and we just got them to round out our female population a little bit more before we got Brunnhilde, Yelena, and Peaches. Hope is definitely the more aggressive between her and Sylvie, and I'm going to be honest, Hope is a, social climber. As soon as we got the new ones, Hope was very quick to establish that she was dominant over them, especially being kind of bottom of the hen pack after being so new for so long that when we brought in new ones, she was right on that. I've definitely seen her put others in their place. she and Carol get along pretty well now, and they, I think, hang out and seem pretty friendly. But there definitely was some animosity there for a little bit, and Hope is fierce. She's ambitious, if I can ever call a duck ambitious. Carol is just kind of catty. I wouldn't call Carol ambitious. She just really likes Bucky, but I think Hope is ambitious. Yeah, she is one of the more comfortable ones with me, funny enough, since I got her later on. She does hang out with me quite a bit when I'm chilling in there. Not as much as Natasha and obviously Wanda, who's literally all my videos is of Wanda. But she's up there. Yeah, she'll come up and stay nearby. Hope's actually hidden next to Bucky in this one. So yeah, she's a feisty duck. If you are interested in feisty, fierce, ambitious ducklings, Hope is the mom for you. I don't know. Again, I don't know who I'm going to end up breeding her with. I had tentatively planned on breeding her with Wanda, in which case we would get all chocolate ducklings. But I don't know yet. Not really sure. Brunnhilde, Munches, Peaches are going to be the two ones that I'll probably spend the most time thinking about, but I'll get into that more when I get to their video. Yeah. Hope is feisty. And again, like I said, she's pretty. She's very feminine. Like, I thought Natasha was the epitome of a feminine muscovy, and then I saw Hope, and she's got like that slender beak. Everything is just very, very feminine about her. So yeah, that is Hope. I guess that's all I really have to say about that. About them. They're both great ducks. They're great additions, and clearly they get along for the most part. It took a little bit for some of the girls, i.e. Carol and Natasha, to get used to them, but they did, and then when we brought in the others, it was their turn to be a little mean. But yeah, so thanks for learning about Hope and Sylvie with us. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Happy Wednesday. 2 days before Christmas Eve. Yeah, so thanks for learning about Sylvie and Hope. But let me know in the comments. So we'll do Storytime Thursdays tomorrow, but let me know in the comments who you want to hear a story about. So we've done Natasha, Bruce, and Helena. I think that's it. Natasha, Bruce, and Helena. That sounds right. I was thinking of Carol this time. But yeah, let me know who you think you want to read a little story about in the comments. And so for Christmas, I won't be posting Christmas Day, obviously, because I would like to enjoy time with my animal family. Anyway, but I will be taking some video of giving the animals their gifts and, you know, whatever. So I might do a special Sunday video on Sunday of a Merry Christmas from the ducks and the dogs. And anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, your likes, comments, subscribes, shares, etc. Sorry, I got a puppy down here. Yeah, there's my baby girl chewing her bone that she stole from her brother. To be fair, he got up, so I don't know if it's really stealing if he leaves it behind. But yeah. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a great evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is right now. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for Storytime Thursdays. Bye!